James Elder, IFL TV, MTK Global with me. I've got none other than Tony Bellew. We're here at your call. Firstly, looking very dapper, very debonair, Tone.
Well, thank you very much. Don't know about that, but try my best, Listen, Signature Bespoke, making me suits any day. Mo does a fantastic job, so I'm very fortunate and very lucky.
Let's get straight into it. Tyson Fury, UKAD, the hearing has been resolved. He's now free to fight in 2018. What's your initial reaction?
Is he free to fight, though? He's still got to get through a board hearing, I'm told, so still a couple of obstacles, but hopefully, I just want to see him back. It sounds weird, doesn't it, saying I'm a Tyson Fury fan also. I'm just a boxing fan, so I just want to see him back. I'd also love to punch him in the face as well, so with a pair of boxing gloves on, by the way, but yeah, I'm just happy. I want to see him back.
You two have seemed of the weirdest relationship. Bond, if that's the word. You seem to 1 minute be at each other, the next minute it's quite kind-hearted to each other.
You know why? Because we get each other and we're proper fellas. So, see each other, we shake hands. We know we have banter. We bait each other and we rip each other a bit. But ultimately, there's a respect there. There's a line. And I do have respect for him. Yeah, I do. Do I want to fight him? Yeah. Do I think I can beat him? Absolutely. But does that mean I shouldn't respect him? Does that mean I shouldn't think he's a good fighter? I think David Haye's a brilliant fighter. We just don't get on as people. That's just why we clash. And to add to the fact he took a cheap shot at me at a press conference, the absolute clown. So, but I had the last laugh anyway, so forget about him for now. But as for Tyson, yeah, he's got morals and values the same as mine. I've known him for a long time as well. Let's not forget, I've sparred this lad on England squads. I've been in his gym sparring Eddie Chambers for hundreds of rounds. So I like him and his family. I like his father, I like his uncle, his cousin. They're all good people.
Your rematch is now scheduled for May the 5th against David Haye. If you're successful in that rematch, as you believe you're going to be, is the Tyson Fury fight the next fight for you? Is that ticking all the boxes in terms of a mega fight?
Of course. That's all I'm interested in, mega fights, and he is the Ring Magazine belt holder. Steady informed me that I am rated in the heavyweight Ring Magazine, so I would love nothing more than to take that belt off the big dude. So I'm telling you, mate, and I also like his fair coat, so I'd like him to put that on the line as well, to be honest. That Frank Lucas chinchilla, mate, that's got my name written all over it. The only thing I want to know is he got the hat to match.
He actually has got the hat to match.
Would look fantastic in that.
He normally just wears the hat, but recently he's been pulling out the full chinchilla.
Absolutely fantastic, mate. It's just a quality coat, and I can't justify paying £9 for the coat, so I want that coat, mate. I want the coat.
How much the hat was? I didn't dare not ask how much the jacket was. I think it was about £5,000.
Jesus Christ, that's more than half the price of the jacket. So he's got it, hasn't he? You know what I mean? He's the former heavyweight champion of the world. So I want that belt, lad, and I want that coat.
Even though he's got that Ring Magazine belt, he is the lineal champion. Do you regard him as the best heavyweight in the world at this moment in time?
Honest opinion, no.
Who do you regard as the best heavyweight at this precise moment?
At this moment, Anthony Joshua is the best heavyweight in the world. So Tyson Fury's an inactive fighter at the moment. Listen, don't get me wrong. Tyson Fury went to Dusseldorf against all the odds. I didn't think he was going to do it. Nobody thought he was going to do it. The manner of the victory was very different to Anthony Joshua over Klitschko. But ultimately, he went to his backyard and he won. I think both fighters underperformed on the night in Dusseldorf, but it doesn't matter. Because in 20 years' time, all it's going to say is Tyson Fury W over Vladimir Klitschko. And in 20 years' time, it's also going to say Anthony Joshua win TKO Vladimir Klitschko. So it makes no odds. No one cares about the build-up, what happened in the build and things like that. No one cares. So people only just care about the results. So I rate Tyson Fury as you know. I'll rate him when he's back. Let's see how he performs. Let's see what he's got left. But there's no denying, mate, Anthony Joshua's the best heavyweight in the world.
May the 5th you're scheduled for. Have you got any worries that come May the 5th, the fight with David Haye won't take place for whatever reason? Is there any concern for yourself that the fight won't go ahead?
No, I've given him ample enough time. For those who said I'm scared of him and you won't face him when he's fit and all that, I've gave him every opportunity. It's going to be 14 months, over 14 months when I get in the ring with him for the second time. That's how long I've given to be right. I gave him 6 months to the day from when we announced the fight. That is ample enough time to get over any injury, James. So I'm showing I ain't scared. I'm a man of my word. I said I'd fight him again. I think it will 100% go ahead. If for some reason it doesn't, that's the end of the saga with me and him. So that's just it. But it is what it is. I'm not going to slate David in any way because I actually feel for him. David was in fantastic shape. I know they put out rumours that he was supposedly injured a few days before it actually came out, but he wasn't. He trained for Sky Sports. I've seen the video footage. He was in fantastic shape. Lighter than he's been for a long, long time. And looking tremendous in the gym. So it was very unfortunate he incurred a freak injury and a freak accident running downstairs of a high-rise tower, I'm told, whatever he's doing. But listen, he's going to have to be training differently. Something's going to have to do. This is I believe, one of the 5th major injuries he's done in muscles or tendons, whatever. He's done both biceps. He's done his pectoral. He's done his hamstring. He's done his Achilles. You've got to start asking questions. Muscles grow. Yes. Tendons and ligaments don't. So, what's going on, I don't know. But David's a fantastic fighter, a world-class fighter, who's probably still, I would say him or Deontay Wilder are the biggest one-punch hitting heavyweights in the world. It's between them two, in my opinion. I think Anthony Joshua's the biggest combination punching heavyweight, most dangerous combination punching heavyweight in the world. But I still make David Haye the biggest singular punching heavyweight in the world. It's just the fact that I don't have to give up all kinds of attributes to David Haye that I would have to do if I was to face someone like Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder. I've got no.
You're not at a disadvantage in terms of size.
If I fight Fury, he's not the biggest puncher, so the only disadvantage I'm at is size and reach. I can overcome them things. I actually hit harder than Tyson Fury, I'm convinced, 100%. Just look at Tyson Fury against Steve Cunningham. He looks in great shape, he's thin, he's light. If that man can put him flat on his back, I can put him fast asleep, make no mistake. With someone like Wilder, I'm giving away a foot reach advantage on each arm. A foot. That's not like a couple of inches, a foot. With Joshua, massive, big, and I get on great with him. Listen, he's a fantastic role model. I don't want to. I've got enough people who I don't like in this world to fight someone who I do like and think the world of. So I get on great with Ant. He's the best role model for boxing, mate. I tell my kids to watch him and look up to him. A lad who's had issues and incidents go on in his life previously, has found a way out of them incidents, turned his life around through boxing, and is now favourite to win sports personality of the year. Who'd have thought that when the lad was going through whatever he had to go through many, many years ago, turned his life around through boxing. He's a perfect example of what our sport can do for somebody.
One person who will be going through a lot of demons at the moment is former IBF champion James DeGALE. No doubt that defeat to Caleb Truax would have hit him very hard. As a friend of yours and someone I know you believe in, a very good friend, what words of advice or encouragement would you give to James DeGALE at this moment in time?
I spoke to him on numerous occasions already since Saturday. Heartbroken I was watching it because that wasn't the real James DeGALE in that ring. That wasn't Chunky that I know. I've sparred hundreds of rounds with Chunky. He's one of the toughest, hardest, roughest men I've ever known, I've ever met. One of the realest people you'll ever get to know when you get to know him. Don't believe everything you see on cameras. Don't believe everything you see on video, because that is not James DeGALE, what comes across on camera. People always say to me, I don't like him, he comes across as cocky. Get to know him. He's one of the nicest, most genuine people you'll ever meet as Chunk. And it broke me heart watching last Saturday. I'll guarantee you this, he'll be back. He will be back and he will regain that world title. It's come out this afternoon that in fact, they did actually have a rematch clause in the contract, so I'm made up to hear that. I just want to see Chunky where he belongs, and that's at the top of world boxing. You know, I'd love nothing more than to see Chunky headlining on Sky Box Office, because I believe that's the calibre of fighter he is. When Chunky's on it, mate, he's unbelievable. I've been in the ring with him, I know, and I've been in the ring with a lot of good fighters, I've been in camps with lots of good fighters, I've been on squads with tons of good fighters. James DeGALE can do it all. He can fight, he's got balls, he can get up off knockdowns, he can box beautifully, he's tricky, he can punch even. He's got everything going for him, and I just want to see him back, mate. Get back soon, champ, you know. Thinking of you, and I'll catch up with you in the next 48 hours.
Quite finally, we've got a big fight in February, and George Groves taking on Chris EUBANK Jr., the World Boxing Super Series semi-final.
It's been a fantastic series.
It's been a great series. Break it down.
I still pick Callum Smith to win it.
Gets Bramer, he's got to get through first.
I think he actually stops him with a body shot. I just think something tells me he's going to stop Brahim with a body shot. Brahim is a dangerous puncher, I'll give him that, but I just think he's going to be fragile at that weight. Don't know what's telling me that. I just think when I look at him, he looks fragile. Callum Smith's a brilliant fighter.
Who wins, Groves, EUBANK Jr. in your opinion, Tony?
Mate, I can make a case for both, but ultimately I just think it's going to come down. As long as George Groves is still got his best in him, George Groves wins. I think size will play a factor. I can make a case for EUBANK winning, because if George switches off or allows EUBANK to dictate the range, get up close and work, EUBANK is a ferocious, very good fighter. He's not a good boxer. He's a brilliant box puncher. If George Groves can dictate the range and dictate behind that jab, ultimately, George Groves' most important weapon in this fight is his jab. He has to dictate the range with the jab. If he does that, he wins. If he allows EUBANK to jump all over him, I can see him. EUBANK's not a big one-punch hitter, but he's physically strong kid. He's a good fighter, make no mistake. You know, Chris EUBANK Jr. is a good fighter in his own right. He's very good. Nothing like his father. He does a lot of different things, and it's all from what he does. So like I said, I rate Chris EUBANK Jr. a very good fighter. George Groves is a brilliant fighter. He really is. So for me, just a sec, I'll see you in a sec. I'm talking to the coach. So for me, it's just a case of who can implement their game plan better. If EUBANK gets close, he's going to win. I don't think he will, though. I think George will really use that jab. Shane has started getting him using the jab again, which is a good thing for him. Shane McGuigan understands the business. He's been around long enough, you know what I'm saying? So he'll understand, he knows George Groves has to dictate with that jab. And that is the key weapon in this fight. Dictating with the jab. And every time EUBANK takes a step in, hit him with something hard. Make him think twice about coming in. That's going to be very hard to do, especially if he possesses his father's bleeding chin. You know what I'm saying? If he's got his father's chin, mate, George, you're in for a long-ass night.
Tony Bellew, you, the family, I hope you have a great Christmas and New Year's. Thank you very much for your time. And we'll see you real soon.
Do what we've got to do. You and Cougs have the very best Christmas. Everyone keep tuning into the IFL London. It's been fantastic. And don't forget MTK Marbella. You forgot to put them in before, but I didn't, so take it easy, boys.
Glad you're here, Tone. Thank you very much.